are going to pass this exam today. Okay? We are going to pass this exam. I have my note cards, which I have basically been working on and studying like all weekend. See, my note cards. Yeah. And then my teacher, what did she do? Oh, since yesterday was Easter Sunday, she was like, oh, I put an egg in each of your PowerPoints. So, of course, I saw the message and went and searched. And there was a couple of them that I already knew. Because we have, I think it was like 5 PowerPoints. And then 2 of them, I went ahead and I wrote down. So that way I could add it to my notes and study that as well. But yeah. So, it is a Monday. I did not take you guys to class with me last week. I didn't even close out last week's video. I'm gonna be honest. I really didn't. I didn't. Yeah. So. But I'm gonna go ahead and head to school. I gotta study, so this is gonna be short this morning. But I will see y'all later. I'll try and come talk to y'all back this afternoon, okay? Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good morning guys, what's up? It is Tuesday. So yeah, I did not get back to y'all yesterday. I had errands to run. But I did take my exam. I feel good about it. She hasn't graded it yet. So it's just kind of like a biting of the teeth waiting game. But yeah, so I will let you guys know what I get. I did study, and of course after we take the exam, then it's like, oh, what did you put for this answer, and what did you put for this answer? And so there's a couple of them. Even one of the ones that she gave us, for whatever reason, like my mind just drew a blank, and I don't think I only picked 2 of the 3 right answers on a select all that apply. I want to say that I picked the 3rd one, but I'm not quite sure. Yeah. So yeah, but how are y'all doing? Man, it is a day. Boy, let me tell you. I'm tired. I got this 1-hour drive to make. Gonna eat my breakfast. Gonna have my coffee. Have my OJ. What else? And I have my wallet today. Yes, because yesterday I left my wallet. Yeah. Oh, and then I have a final assessment exam tomorrow. I think that one's just like gonna be pretty straightforward. And yeah, I mean, I started my note cards. Oh, and that's what I did for my fundamentals. I'll have to go over what I did for that. And that's what I was doing, why I didn't close out last week's video. So it's just gonna kind of, last week and this week are just gonna go together. But I'll show you guys like my note cards and everything, and how I basically studied for the my fundamentals exam, which I feel, and that's why I say I feel pretty good about it. But yeah, I was basically studying like all week, and of course, I still, because I have a life, I have a family, not necessarily like have a life, but yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. So anyways, so still hung out with like the kids. I even did what one of my teachers said, was like, get your family involved and all that stuff. And so I did. I had my eldest son like quiz me. So some of the stuff, like, he was like, CIR, like, circumduction. So, yeah. So, yeah, there was that. But I still, like, went out and did stuff. Still hung out with the family, my mom, my kids, and everything, my sister. So, yeah. But I'll go ahead and show you guys, like, how I studied. And that's basically what I'm doing for this exam as well. And, yeah. So, I'll show you all that, like, today. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. So, just leaving school. Still have not yet found out my grade. Should find out today. And then I have my physical assessment exam tomorrow. So I had to do a in-depth test review. So they have those, like, after each exam. They have them, like, basically every week, because obviously, like, the other cohorts before us will have exams, like, on different days. And so but we went over, like, so what they do is after exam and after it's been graded and everything, the following week when we have class, they give us a sheet of paper, and it'll basically tell us the questions that we got wrong, what the correct answer was, and the reasoning. So, as y'all know, or if you don't know, I don't remember if I said anything, but I got a 78. Oh, well, that was last week and I hadn't posted it yet. So yeah, so I got a 78 on my pharmacology exam, first one, and needed a minimum of 80, so I missed it literally by one question because they're worth 2 points each. And there was, like, one of them I was like, it's either this question or this question, or this answer or this answer, and basically I obviously picked, like, the wrong answer. I mean, had I chosen the one I was like, you know, I was thinking that, the other one that I was thinking that it was, then I would have gotten it right, and then I would have gotten an 80. But I'm not gonna let that exam deter me from, you know, being, like, bummed out and everything and boohoo crying, because it was a 78, and so it literally was, like, one question. Now, had I gotten less than a 78, like, you know, a 60 or like a 54 or something like that, you know, then I would have been upset, boohoo crying, you know, all that. And a lot of it had to do with, you know, second guessing, and then, you know, not recalling what the correct answer is. I know we went over it in class, and one of the questions I was a little upset about because on the exam it was what she had asked us, or what she had said. She made a statement in class about, and so I, you know, chose the statement that she said it was. And I think that question was even on the ATI, and yeah, got it wrong. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to, I probably talk to her and maybe fight that one, because I'm like, why would you say this in class and then give us that answer, you know, give us that question on the exam type deal. like I will literally boo-hoo cry, because like I studied my butt off over the entire weekend, from Thursday, because we only have class 3 days out of the week. So from Thursday all the way up until literally minutes before the exam, I was studying. So yeah. What else? Yeah, that's it. So probably, when I get home, I'll try to do a little bit of filming, show you guys how I am studying for the exam. And then I have a pharmacology exam that's coming up next week, Tuesday, because that's when I have pharm. And I'm gonna have to study a little bit differently for that one, because now we're getting into the medications and their adverse effects and their classifications and stuff. So that is going to be a little bit different. She has like a concept map that she has on the like in our Canvas or whatever. And then, but I'm thinking I might need to do, I'm going to turn it out and I'm going to try it. But I'm also thinking that I'm going to need to do a, like an Excel spreadsheet type deal. So that way I know like what all goes under the classifications, and then I guess the name of the medications and what their, the brand and the generic names are, and like their adverse effects. And some of them, she did say, like if she didn't touch on it in class, then we don't need to either know that medication, or we don't need to know like the contraindications if she didn't go over it in class, So I'm gonna have to start that ASAP Rocky. So yeah. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and I didn't do my physical assessment homework. Mental health. I'm gonna do it on my husband, because he too is loco en la cabeza. Yeah, like for real. But crazy knows crazy, right? Because that's what they say. People who say they're not crazy are really crazy. So yeah. Alright guys, well, I gotta drive home. I will talk to you guys later. Okay? Hey guys, what's up? So really quick, just wanted to show you. So this is what I'm doing, and then these are my notes that I take in class. And then let's see. So this is how I am studying for my exam. So I have the PowerPoint there, and then I'm just writing out my notes on a note card. And then obviously, like I write my question, and then I put my answers on the back. And I'm doing this for basically like the PowerPoint, and I'm using my notes of like what she said in class, because there was just some things that even with when she was going through the PowerPoint, she didn't like touch or like on every single little thing. And then she made some points of like, this is going to be on the exam. So, and then like the stuff that she said, like, okay, pay attention to this, or this is going to be on the exam, I made sure to put like stars by. So, that's basically how I'm studying. Yeah. Oh, I did pass my fundamentals exam. I don't know if I said that earlier. Yeah. but I did pass. I passed my fundamentals again. Super excited about that. I got an 80. So an 80 is passing. I thought I would get higher on it, but I didn't. But I'm okay with that because me getting an 80 means I passed and I don't have to really make up for that later on. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Super, it's like a weight that's lifted off. So right now I'm just going to be focusing on my physical assessment that I have to do, and just do my studying, and then yeah, so I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay. Bye guys. Hey guys, how's it going? So I did not do any filming this morning, but today is Wednesday, and I've already had physical assessment. I took my exam this morning. I feel pretty good about it. What else? And then I had lab today. Excuse me. I didn't take you guys in there with me. I really need to. It's just like, yeah, because, focusing. So I will get y'all in there one of these days. One of these weeks, I should say. But, yeah, so it is the end of the school week, basically, for me. Like I've said before, classes Monday through Wednesday. I will be studying for my pharmacology exam this weekend. It is going to be intense because now we're getting into like the nitty-gritty of medications and contraindications and like the effects that we're supposed to be looking for. So yeah, I've got to prepare for that. I'm hoping that she'll send out, well, she said she would send out like how many questions are going to be from each chapter, but I know what we did cover over in class, our chapter, oh my goodness, people in there driving, like our chapter 9 was like super big, so it took us, we started it last week, oh my goodness, excuse me, we started it last week, and then we finished it this week, so yeah. So I know that's going to be like that's going to be the bulk of the test. So I'm definitely going to start on that tomorrow. I think I might have an idea of how I'm going to set it up for myself so that way I can study it correctly and know what I need to know. But other than that, it's a nice day out. Super excited about that. It's been pretty nice actually all week. I think it's actually supposed to like rain tomorrow and Friday or something. I swear this weather is like bipolar. I can't figure out what it wants to do. But yeah. And it's almost the end of the month, guys. Like, this was week 3. And our class is 10 weeks long. So in 2 weeks, like, we'll be halfway through. And basically we have like a test every other week. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Like we have a test like every other week. So last week we had our first exam, which was for pharmacology. And like I said, I got a 78 on that. I did my, we went over, like we do our in-class review. So we did that yesterday, and then yesterday afternoon, after our Math for Meds lab, I went to the in-depth review to basically what you do is, like, you just mark down what you got wrong, like how you got it wrong, like if you either didn't recall or you misread, like they have different things, and so you just basically check the box, like you write down the number to each question that you got wrong, and then you check the box. So yeah, and then I have to set up an appointment with my pharmacology teacher, so make sure I do that when I get home today. And yeah, got my fundamentals exam grade back yesterday. Finally, she graded it. I got an 80. Like I said yesterday, I thought I did better than that, but I'm super excited with my 80 because that means I passed. I know there are some things that I marked on the exam that I was like, really? I knew that. So it's really just all about being confident in my answers. So yeah, and making sure to like read them clearly, because you have a tendency to read the question and then it's like you're already like, oh yeah, I know what this is, and then you see the same answer in there, but that's not it. Yeah, so you can't be doing that. You gotta make sure you read it clearly, look for keywords. I know there was one question that on pharmacology, and it was basically like something like, with the nurse is going to administer a patient's medication, what is she supposed to do before administering it? And so, of course it's like right patient, right time, right medication, documentation, blah, 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 whatever. It would select all that apply. And a majority of people put, of course, like right patient, right time, right dosage, and they put documentation. But when I read it, I was like, oh, it says before, because I was like, oh, documentation, but I was like, nope. And I read it again, it was like, before you administer the medication, you're not going to document. And so that was the thing. It was like, no, it was this and this. And so it came back, of course, when you get your results back. Obviously everybody gets their grade, but when we do the in-class review, everybody gets their own paper that has the questions that they got wrong on the exam. So it's just, you just see the ones that you got wrong, what the correct answer is, and the rationale for it. And so, yeah, a lot of people got that wrong. And so kind of funny, because she asked about that in class, like she reviewed it, she was like, okay, she's like, and I saw this one, and she's like, and so what is it, and like, why don't you, and I answered the question, I was like, you don't document before you administer a medication. Why would you document? Because something could happen. You could write down that, oh, I gave patient, Jones the medication at 9 o'clock, but you really didn't, because either, the doctor came in and he was like, no, I'm stopping this medication, or some other patient, coded, and so you had to go give that, so you really didn't give patient Jones his medication at 9 o'clock. You ended up giving him his medication, say, at like 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So it's just little things like that that we all have to pay attention to. And sometimes, you can also pay attention to the question so much so that you read too much into it. So, yeah. like, okay, yeah, we got the same thing. So yeah, but that was the day. I am going to go home and I'm going to relax and enjoy the rest of this day, because tomorrow and forthwith until next week, Tuesday, exam day, we'll be studying. And I also have to make sure that I do, my ATIs. I keep trying to say AIT, Army life. Boy, I tell you. I gotta make sure I do my ATI, so that way it won't impede on like my study time, so I can just have that going and then take my exam and make sure I get that turned in, because I don't want on Monday to be sitting up there like having to try to rush and do my ATI for pharmacology, because it's due that morning, the day of the test, and I want to make sure that I can give myself the time and space so that way I can study. And yeah, so I really just need to start like doing all the ATIs, and then that way we can just get them out of the way. So you know what, I don't have to do the ATI because I already did it, and she said that in class because it was something where like it's not on there, and she's like, that was from something else. So all we gotta do is just turn that result in. Yay! Already done. Look at that. You see how that works? Yeah. I'm gonna try to get my ATI done for my fundamentals though. So, yep. It's good. Because boy, I tell you gotta do at least a minimum of like an hour and a half for pharmacology ATIs, and them jokers be long. And really, in all honesty, when you do the ATIs, guys, like when you get into the nursing program and you're listening to me talk about like, what are these ATIs, like what is this that you speak of, it's basically studying that is supposed to help you with not only your class but also like how the NCLEX is supposed to go. And I know that the NCLEX style of testing is also changing, but it's basically geared towards like helping you answer NCLEX style questions and just like additional learning. So, yeah. But, what was I going to say? Where was I going with this? I don't know, y'all. I'd be losing my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So, pharmacology, when you guys get into nursing school and you have to do these ATIs, like, every school is different. I've seen it to where, like, some schools, they give it to you, but you have to like basically finish it on your own time. And then for my school, obviously, we have to finish, like there's certain ones that we have to obviously do, and then we have a minimum, like for fundamentals, we have to at least go through all the information, and, learn everything. Well, not learn everything, but basically do the ATI lesson for a minimum of an hour. And in all actuality, like fundamentals, depending on which ones, they usually do take about an hour. But like the pharmacology, our teacher wants us to do it for a minimum of an hour and 30 minutes. I was doing one, and like I was at 2 hours, and I wasn't even close to being finished. I think I still had like 8 or 9 sections left, and within those sections there are like the subsections and different things that we gotta learn. Some of them are like a minute, 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah. So it can take up to like, I've heard it takes up to like 4 hours, sometimes even 8 hours, depending on, you know, like how long it is. And then after that, you have to do your exam, and the lowest you can get on it is like an 80 in order to receive full credit. And then if you have to retest, if you get below like an 80, then obviously you have to retest, and then, you know, like your grade basically goes down. So yeah, it's a whole lot, y'all, a whole lot. Whoever tells you that nursing school is easy and it's a piece of cake and it's not hard, do not listen to that person. They are lying, unless they're like someone special, you know, like a unicorn that's like, oh yeah, this is easy, I know everything, I get it. No, you need to work your butt off in nursing school. Some a lot harder than others, especially if you're not a very good test taker, and that's me. Like, I do not do very well with tests, I guess. I have a tendency to obviously second guess myself, and then it's like the test comes and you're taking it, and it's like, there are certain questions that'd be like, wait, no, I think it's like this, but it sounds like this, and I don't even know. So yeah. What else? Yeah, you just have to work your butt off. Really work your butt off. Make sure you make time to study. Like, I have a planner that I ordered, that I was super, like, you know, adamant about. Like, I need this planner. Y'all, I've opened it. It's really cute. But I haven't put it together because I've been so busy studying. And I think it's also because I have everything written out on my calendar. And I don't know if I've showed y'all my calendar, but I will show you on my calendar. I would like to show you guys my study area, my desk area, but it's like super duper messy because I'm so busy studying and trying to get all this stuff done that I have no time to clean it. So it's like a messy functional workspace that, yeah, I have currently, but I'll have to show you on my calendar. So I think that's really honestly the reason why. I think I wrote in it for like the first week or whatever I had on my calendar. I put it into my planner, but yeah, I have not actually like taken the time to transfer everything that we're supposed to do that's like on the syllabus and when it's due into my planner. I just have it all on my calendar, and so every single time I'm sitting at my desk, I can see like, oh, okay, I, you know, have this coming up, I have it due, and I basically have it color coded to the way I have my Canvas coded, so that way I know what it is. So yeah, but I guess that's for it now, so I will get back with y'all a little bit later. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so just going to come back and close out this video for the week. So this is going to be, like I said earlier, it's just going to be like a combo. Last week, week 2, and then this is week 3. So it's Friday, and I've just been studying. Yesterday I was just really trying to like figure out how I was going to study for my pharmacology. It's really like delving now into what the classifications of medications are, the medications, and of course, you know, their generic name if they have one, like the adverse effects, not just the generic adverse effects, but like something that's really going to be critical for a patient. So, you know, most medications always come with nausea and vomiting. However, if they have severe nausea and severe vomiting, like that is critical, because then that means when the patient is dehydrated, and if they're dehydrated, depending on their age, especially if they're elderly patients, you know, you want to really make sure that you are keeping an eye on them, get them fluids, because dehydration leads to falls, which is a safety issue. And when you fall, you know, you could knock your head on something, break bones, all that. So yeah, so it's just been really trying to figure out how to, the best way to study for that. Like I can show you. So these are the PowerPoints. Like I printed them out when we did class, and I don't know if you can see, but like, so this is like classification up here, and then this is medication. So she has these, what are they called? Like, I can't remember the name of them. Hold on, let me see. They are called, it's like a worksheet, basically. And it's, oh yeah, concept maps, sorry. So she has like these concept maps. And looking at it, it looks really cool. Like they have like different shapes, you know, the blocks and the boxes and the ovals and all that stuff. And I thought about using that, but then I'm thinking the way that's going to work for me to study, and I might have to use it later on if this doesn't work, but this needs to work, you know, because your girl needs to pass, because your girl got a 78 on the first pharmacology exam, so I need an 80 or better. Yes. But yeah, so I was thinking, I was like, probably gonna go ahead and make an Excel spreadsheet. She kind of had one on there, but I didn't want to sit around and like have to play with it on the Word document and then all that other stuff. So I did it how it was, like on the Word document, and then, but I put it in Excel. And so I've got my classifications, I've got the name of the drug, I've got, you know, like who takes it, and the drug interactions, contraindications, adverse effects, all that stuff. So let me show you guys. So this, if it'll focus, is my spreadsheet. So I've got, like I said, my class, my drug name, and then of course like the considerations and everything that I need to do and make as a nurse, and what to check for, and of course like how they're given, if they're given orally or by IV or intramuscular. So yeah. And then of course there's like another breakdown where it's like bactericidal and then bacteriostatic. So yeah. So I got to get on that because chapter 9 is like, it was like 80 slides. So it's a lot. That is going to be like the bulk of what our exam is going to be on. And I want to make sure that I go ahead and like get that stuff done, spend all weekend working on it and getting it together. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and close this video out now, so that way I can go ahead and try to get it posted by Tuesday, to get some, so I can do like the editing and everything like that. But I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for your support, love. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what other videos you'd like me to do while I'm in nursing school. I will definitely try to get you guys in with lab. Yeah. So I'll actually probably do that next week, or this coming week. Yeah. Because we have a video that we have to do. So I'll go ahead and get y'all in on that. Probably show you a little sneak peek of my skills, you know what I mean? Like bathing you, and then changing your bed. Boom. Okay, it's really I'm stupid. But anyways, yeah. So comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up. And yeah, you guys have a great and wonderful weekend. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.